International Space Station early this afternoon, flying from the southwest to northeast across Australia. And on the screen is the Gulf of Carpentaria, Cape York region. And shortly on the right hand side of the screen you can see a brief look at Tropical Cyclone Owen. And hopefully tomorrow I might be able to provide additional footage. However, for Monday the 3rd of December, welcome to the main channel's first update on Tropical Cyclone Owen, which at this point in time is Category 1. However, central pressure is 993 millibars, located over the northern Coral Sea, 15.9 degrees south, 155.4 degrees east, which is about 580 kilometres east of Willis Island, 1030 kilometres east of Cairns, moving south-southeast. Owen has been showing some signs of gradual intensification. This is expected to continue over the next 8 to 12 hours, and it's expected to slow and turn westward later tonight or sometime Tuesday morning. However, it should begin to weaken during the day, and the cyclone should remain slow moving, poses no immediate threat to the Queensland coast, and should remain well offshore. This is a current track from the Bureau of Meteorology's Brisbane office, Tropical Cyclone Warning Centre. And shortly we'll have a look at what the Joint Typhoon Warning Centre is saying, and this is their global position. They only have one system, and that is Owen. Here's their latest track chart. They have it 15.7 degrees south, 155.5 east. Maximum sustained winds 50 knots, gusting 65 knots. This is the life of the system. The centre has 563 nautical miles east of the Cairns, tracking southeast at 4 knots. This is over the last 6 hours. However, animated multispectral satellite imagery depicts a well-defined system with a compact central dense overcast region over the low-level circulation. The initial position is placed with fair confidence based on a SSMIS 91 GHz colour composite image showing deep convective banding wrapping tightly around the southern semicircle into the northwestern quadrant of the low-level circulation centre. The initial intensity is based on a consensus of subjective, objective forward estimates ranging from T3 to T3.5, 45 to 55 knots. The tropical cyclone has continued to meander, I like that word, slowly southeastward in a weak steering environment between a near equatorial ridge to the northeast and a subtropical ridge to the west of Australia. Its environment is marginally favourable for development, with 15 to 20 knots westerly vertical wind shear, offset by an excellent poleward outflow extending to the east. However, sea surface temperatures remain favourable, 28 Celsius, and when this system first came on the radar, it was at a very healthy 31 to 32 degrees Celsius. Now we have a look at the NOAA floaters. And ocean heat content is low, unfavourable, as Tropical Cyclone 05 continues to the southeast. It is expected to gradually intensify under these marginal favourable conditions, topology, reaching a peak of 55 knots by, or I should say, within 12 hours. Also within this period, Owen is expected to turn southward and then southwest as the 700 millibar steering builds into the south. As the system recurves, it will encounter increasing unfavourable vertical wind shear, leading to steady weakening and dissipation within 72 hours. Although numerical models are once again in agreement on a westward recurvature scenario, there is still large variation, 210 nautical miles spread at the 72-hour mark. Now, locally, this is a look at instability. This is from 1900 hours through to around 10 AM Tuesday, and this is related to the tropical cyclone. Each of these images are in 3-hourly periods, and the information's at the bottom of the screen. This is a live webcam at the mouth of the Tweed River on the Queensland-New South Wales border. However, the 850 millibar wind probability, it's a GFS model, and this information has been extracted from the BSCH website. EPS track guidance, and when viewing non-official weather sources, caution needs to be applied. The picture does change. The models are run numerous times during the day. There are a lot of models that the public don't get to see, but what does one say about these possible tracks? There is a lot of uncertainty with this system, and shortly we have a look at the intensity chart, and the HWRF is indicating a Cat 3. However, there's still a large variation, 210 nautical miles spread at the 72-hour mark on the timing and sharpness of the turn. Now this is precipitation. It is also worthwhile noting that several models, including the GALWEM NavGem, bring the system back to the west after dissipation. These model fields appear to depict direct cyclone interaction with a second circulation that forms to the east, the upper level divergence, and it remains very healthy, 50 knots. Joint Typhoon Warning Centre's track is placed close to consensus with a slight more gradual recurvature. Now we're having a look at another chart, and the information's the top right hand corner. Due to the weak steering environment, large spread in model guidance, the Joint Typhoon Warning Centre has high uncertainty in their track, and wave height is 14 feet. This is the 24-hour shear tendency. The environment has actually improved. There's a little bit more blue starting to appear. Now we have a look at storm probability, and in highlighting this information, it's the tropical cyclone Owen, and this is the 24-hour Bureau Meteorology's total forecast of rain. And I'm hoping that it will track in towards the Queensland coast, onto the coast, because there are areas that need much needed rain. Tropical tidbits and the track on the system. Now this is the 700 millibar wind probability, total precipitable water, and looking at this, it is actually picking up that system to the east. The Fiji Meteorological Service, their service chart for the last couple of days, have had it on their radar, which could turn out to be a second area of interest. Now, what are the models saying? The HWRF, along with the GFS Force 13's AU channel, will continue to bring the information as soon as possible, and more updates on the main channel. And finally, we have a look at the Tropical Cyclone Formation Probability Guide, and it's actually picking up a little bit of purple to the east of Hotiara.
You can follow Force 13's outlets, the website force13.com with the latest. You can also find our YouTube page. You're probably there already, but if not, subscribe if you haven't so far. You can also find our Facebook page, Force 13 all in text, and it's at Force 13 on Twitter if you'd like to get in touch with us on there. You can also help the project become even better by enjoying the benefits of patronage. You can find out more information about how to become a patron and what those benefits are at patreon.com/Force13. You can also add Force 13 on Skype and Fool 13 at extension 9094 on Discord for tropical weather chat.